glad that was. I was gonna say if you did any more, I was gonna be like, cut that off right now. Like, nah, I'm just mad because I got woken up in the middle of the night for this. It's 86.5 the vibe, the fireside chat. It's JC,
And Shade.
leader of the Shady Gang. Um, that being said, so Trump has COVID, and I'm mad I got woken up because I feel like it was only a matter of time. We heard him like 2 days ago making fun of Joe Biden for wearing a mask everywhere. Why you wearing a mask? Like, well, why weren't you wearing a mask, big fella? So the first thing I'm gonna say is I know there's a lot of people who are like good on him. Um, Personally, I wish him well. I wish him well as a person because I don't wish death on anybody, but I also wish him well as a liberal. One, in the sense, I'm not sure that I believe in the death penalty. Um, and so if you don't believe that a crime can warrant death, then you shouldn't believe that he should catch COVID and die regardless of like how bad, or what his actions may have done in regards to, saying, he wanted to downplay it and I guess that got people or I guess that did get people killed. But I don't believe that. And I also, if you know your history, you would know that any president who dies in office in modern times, their party maintains control. And that was true for William McKinley, FDR, Lincoln, even though his Democrat was a vice president, his party won the next election. So, who else? FDR, John F. Kennedy. Yeah, your party wins the next election. The American people are a sympathetic people still, so I'll say that much. But I don't think it's going to come to that at all. It could be a potential disaster. He could have it. The vice president could have it. Like it's blowing up within his circle. If you listen to the last episode, we talked about he's quarantining. What are the odds that he what are the odds, he would have it and be spreading it? And yeah, the vice president could have it. The treasury secretary could have it and be spreading it to, could have spread it to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi could be spreading it to people. It's crazy how it goes off like a bomb. And so the only hope is that they caught it in enough time. But I mean, think about it like this. There's the potential Joe Biden has it. There's the potential that the Supreme Court nominee, I believe, has it. I don't think any of these people will have it, but just like how we didn't think the president had it not 4 or 5 hours ago, they very well could. And if the Supreme Court nominee has it, she's been meeting senators on the Hill.
Didn't he just finally denounce white supremacy too?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
It just was on my mind. Sorry, continue.
Oh. Well, what else is on your mind?
Well, I mean, what do you think this looks like going forward? Like, should we, as an American public, be concerned about, like, let's say Pence, for example? Do you think there's any chance that they won't be able to save Donald Trump given his... No, you don't.
I think that in Congress and D.C., they have the best medical care on the planet.
I think so, too.
I think if COVID does kill Trump, I think that'll send a shockwave throughout the entire planet I shouldn't say the entire planet because everywhere else in the world, they took it seriously. It's just here where they don't. I mean, there's small pockets of resistance other places. Like I've seen like stuff like in England and France, but like very few places like is it like here where it's like 30 to 40% of your people don't want to wear masks and say that mask wearing is unconstitutional And you have, government officials, a large number of government officials. DeSantis just struck down he just struck down mask mandates, local ones, and then you had the one in Georgia who sued the Atlanta mayor for mandating masks. She mandated masks in a major city. They're right on top of each other. He sued them. So hopefully, I'll say that much. Hopefully, it changes that. But they have the best medical team, so I don't think he will. I don't think anything happens to Trump. I'll say this much: it'll change the campaign.
Absolutely.
The campaign now is purely about COVID. Um,
Yeah, no joke.
and that could be the fatal blow.
Do you think there's any chance that he doesn't really have COVID?
Actually, I had considered that too because I also thought to myself, Donald Trump might be able to spin this around. If him and Melania recovers and he's like, I'm an old man and it wouldn't make any sense for him to rag on his health because of how much, remember, he hyped his health up when he
Yeah.
was running. I'm the healthiest president ever, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know that it would work that way if he were like, yeah, I caught it and it wasn't nothing. It was like the flu. I blew my nose and I was fine. Like, I don't know. And then I feel like a lot of Americans would be like, we know that's not what happened. And that's like devastating that that's how would carry yourself. And those are the types of things you would say. So I wonder if he could spin it around. I'm sure for the sake of his supporters, he can. Most Trump supporters see him as godly. I'm thinking of my friends now. No,
Whoa.
I'm thinking of my friends now who support Trump, and I'm just thinking about the things they'll say. Like, yeah, he caught it, so what? It's a minor disease, da da da. Like, he recovered and it wasn't
Fair
a big
enough.
deal.
Yeah.
It's like, of
They
course
might.
it's like, of course he recovered. He has the best health care on the planet, but most Americans do not.
Yeah.
Like, most Americans do not even have health care. Most Americans go to the hospital and they owe the hospital a life debt, as in for the rest of their life they're in debt. Like, um, and so yeah, I wonder if, and I'm sure it won't. I'm 95% sure it won't. But I wonder if, like Freddie Freeman, when he had it, I think is the one who had it on the Braves. He said that he had a fever of 105 at one point, and he was like fading in and out of like consciousness, and all he could do was pray to God for his life, like to spare him. And I guess what I'm saying is I wonder if it gets bad for Trump, if he'll have a revelation, and maybe we'll listen to Fauci more, and maybe he'll come out and he'll tell people, it ain't a joke. It really isn't. And so we've seen people around the president get it. We saw it took Herman Cain earlier this year. It took one of his friends. And so, yeah, Shade, closing thoughts?
Phew. I mean, dark times, man. Dark times. It's sad that this is still going on in our country when there are so many places that are seemingly kind of getting past it a little bit better. That said, last I heard, things are still on the rise. Pretty much a lot of places where it ought not to be, and
Oh yeah, it's on the rise. Most places in the world.
yeah. Well, it's just. I mean, I think it's what's on everybody's mind, right? Like, it's kind of scary. Kind of scary.
Yep. And so I want to reiterate, the president will probably be fine. And at the same time, we wish him the speediest of recoveries.
Indeed.
Um, and we hope that you all stay safe as well. And with that being said, it's 86.5 The Vibe. This is the Fireside Chat. It's Jackie C.
And shade.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I guess you need a special cue card. Somebody needs to hold up. Where are the producers at? Like, so I need to stop talking trash about the producers before they revoke my contract. on something wild. Like you were working for free 99, big fella, but now you're about to start paying us.
On
It's like,
86.5 with a vibe.
yeah, go on and cut this off.
And we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow.